Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Here. Here. So we're up 6:30 AM and here's the routine. Making myself my tea and getting the dogs some food. Smells not great, but we feed them this, which is some kind of German brand. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's all cold compressed food rather than that crap. Things like pedigree chum and all things like that are terrible for your animals. Bailey loves it, don't you? Don't you? Yeah. Roxy, she was brought up on pedigree chum and stuff, and that's basically like McDonald's for dogs. So it's like trying to feed her vegetables. So we're still working on you, aren't we? Watch this. Ready? What's this, Bailey? What's this? What's this? And go on, Furious Bailey. Picking at it. Little lady. So it's a pain that she's not been eating, but she hasn't losing any weight or anything. She's just been leaving a third of the food all the time. Bailey's on double the portions, which is kind of wrong. Well, Bailey's a lot stockier, you can see. Look at her, hench little sod. She's already devoured most of that. Bailey, show me your face. Bailey, Bailey, there's a cat. Bailey. Bailey, can you go on a walk? Bailey. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So with Rox, what we try and do is add in a little bit of things to her food. So we tried adding in white rice, a bit of oats. This morning I added in some healthy baked crispy things. These Walker's Pops. See if that would encourage her. I just added like 5 of those in. Like a healthy low-fat potato crisp thing, and seems to be working. She's actually eating. Yeah. Good girl. Hayley. What is that on your face? Hayley. Hayley. Okay, so some of last night's food that I had. This is brilliant stuff. Really good. Adding 100 ml of water to it, just nuke it for 3 minutes, and macros on it are brilliant. Let's get that on there for you. There you go. So macros per 100 grams, 2.9, 19.3 and 3.3 fat, which is really good because you only have 150 grams serving, which is massive. I put that in with real nice and easy. So I've got this out. This is protein pouch prep chicken, and you can literally just take that out and cool hair, bro. So you can literally just take that out the freezer, let it defrost, and eat it straight. So if it's up at room temperature, you can heat up this, whack it in a bowl, and just tear in the chicken, throw it straight in and eat, mix it in, because the heat of the risotto will warm the chicken anyway. So this morning I'm going to have my tea with a little bit of milk sweetener, and I'm going to have some porridge, just an easy porridge, simple microwave porridge with probably some frozen berries thrown in there, and a little bit of these, which is fantastic. These are liquid flavour drops from My Protein. I will be having not peanut butter, don't like that one, that's Laney's, having that one. See if it'll focus in a moment. You can do it, I believe in your camera. So there's these flavour drops toffee one, which you can add to kind of quark yogurts or natural yogurt, or like I'm going to do to my porridge, and it really does make a real nice sweet flavour to it. And So I'll add that to my porridge, and and I'll have like that with a little bit of, I'll put some protein in there, cookies and cream, or I'll just have a shake afterwards. Don't tend to have too many shakes, to be honest with you. I tend to put it more in the food, but sometimes, I don't know, my palate picks up on the sweetness in protein, and it just don't taste too good. So when I really want to enjoy, the dog's out. When I want to enjoy something and I don't want to risk messing it up, I just have it standard, and then I'll have my protein bump or whatever on the side, and that's pretty much how my morning is going to start. 6:30 in the morning club. And I tend to stay getting up this early now because it's much more productive to be up early. Simply because when you contact other people and things like that, if you're staying up till 3 or 4 in the morning, you know, that's all well and good, but when you're waking up at like 10 or 11, by the time you're through all your emails and anything like that, it's like 3 o'clock and people are already going to be going home within 2 hours. So if you need to be contacting offices and things like that, it's not the best. So making an effort to continue getting up early and being productive, and you know, we've got a lot coming with Boom Baby clothing stuff. I've got to design, complete all the designs for the new lines which are coming out, and really excited for those. We've got a lot of new vests and hoodies and stuff like that, and new bottoms, and it's all going to be done since I've been away. We've not been able to do it. Somebody's up. Good morning.
What time is it?
About 6:45.
Oh, it feels like really, really late. Oh my god, Lewis is already up as well.
So yeah, I've got all this design work to do, so I'll be talking to the designers today, confirming panels, all the new design and stuff like that. Really excited for this new launch. It's going to take the clothing in a whole new direction. We've got all new logos, we're going to redo the website, we're going to be really pushing a whole new kind of fit fashion, and very excited. Yeah. Morning, love. That morning, love.
Morning, love. Hi! Hi!
Yeah, you're on camera doing stuff like lagging. So, rings on. This is our little coffee machine, which we love. We'll pick it up. So
I don't function until I have my coffee.
So when we were away in America, I found these Quaker maple and brown sugar porridge oats, and they're amazing because they're basically oats with, this is all this flavouring here is sugar free. You can't find them in England. If anybody knows where you can get these from, please tell us, because it's so good and they make dieting so much more fun. So I'm going to have that, and I'm going to have milk. Yeah, that's right, milk, dairy, while dieting. I'm going to have the maple and brown sugar oats. I'm going to throw in some raspberries in there, probably 20 grams of frozen raspberries, and I won't be needing the flavour syrup because I'm not using the normal oats. If I was using the normal oats, I would have used the flavour drops. But now I don't need to because I just forgot we had one of those left from America. So I'm going to sit and enjoy that with my tea.
Bailey had it yesterday as well.
Oh yeah, Bailey snuck one out of a suitcase.
She came
downstairs.
smelling delicious. I was like, did you eat a Tim Tam? No.
What did you eat? What did you eat?
Oats. I had some oats. Paper and all, no water.
Just downed it, didn't you? Oi, fatty. There we go. 160 ml of milk with the porridge, and then just put in 40 grams frozen raspberries. I'll do 41. Bam. There we go. So the heat of the porridge is going to melt those bad boys in there, so you get your macronutrients in, and a tasty start to the day. It's definitely still winter in the UK, so I've got my hat on, and I'm going to be a little bit lazy. I just don't feel like a shake at all. I want some protein, but I want to get on with emails and work and stuff, so I'm going to have a chocolate My Protein, one of their new My Bar Zeros. So macros on this per bar, 65 grams serving. So it's fat 5.6, carbohydrates 2.8, of which sugar is 2.1, and protein 19.6. Actually tastes pretty good. So I'm going to have that. and then I'll eat again in a couple of hours. And when I do eat again, I'm going to be having chicken and the rest of that parmesan risotto, tomato parmesan risotto, because it's awesome. So it's now 7:40 in the morning, you can see, and I'm going to crack on with emails. Plans that I'm behind about 3 weeks, because when we went away on the tour, I had a lot less time than I anticipated for doing actual work. So yeah, got some stuff to catch up on. So I'll be getting back to all you guys who've been emailing me, and sorry to get through work okay, but time for a little bit of a feed. So I have my diced and sliced protein pouch chicken straight out of the freezer, nuked it for a minute and a half. That's good. And as I said before, that tomato parmesan and basil micro risotto, which is just awesome. So I'm going to have the other half of that. Great thing about this is it's kind of wet, so when you put that straight in there, it takes away any of that kind of dryness that you get with chicken and rice. So super simple, super easy, and super lazy, but great macros, and very, very useful. So have that. And we also found, I say we, Lainey, found these bad boys. This. So it's a Weight Watchers, one of those layered fromage fraise, but this is caramel, and it comes in a caramel and banoffee pack. So I'm going to be having
Look at all the other stuff we got.
With that, and also this one, which is the Weight Watchers kind of dessert range, apple and berry. What do you say?
I got loads of stuff. Weight Watchers have brought out a whole new range. So look.
Didn't see those.
0.6 grams of fat and 9.2 grams carbs. Yum.
Choc pots.
Yeah, they have a chocolate one.
Choc pots by Weight Watchers.
I got chocolate caramel one, which I think is the same macros. 0.4 grams fat and 9.9 grams carbs. But in the freezer, it gets better. Please excuse my secret face.
The freezer.
I ordered loads.
I love it when shops come and I don't know what we're getting.
So these are Greek style frozen yogurt with blueberry.
Hang on. Yeah, that was good.
So the macros on these I think are about, these are the highest macros. They're about I think 3.3 grams of fat and about 30 grams of carbs for that. It's a caramel sundae.
Salted caramel. Look at the size. That's the size of your head.
Yeah, that's
They're
about.
good. I've had those before.
No, you haven't had this one. This is new. This is salted caramel.
Did we have before caramel?
You've had the toffee sundae one, which we
that might
haven't.
be nice
I got them as well. But these are, I think, about 3 grams fat again and about 30 carbs. So again, good for high carb days. They're really good. I think they're only 1.5. So there's chocolate flavour and toffee flavour, little pots of ice cream, and they are, I think, about 1.5 grams of fat and only like 14 grams carbs, so I can totally fit them in. And these are the ones you've had before, Lex, which are the toffee. I think these are really good toffee sundaes, and they have, I think, about 2 grams fat and about 17 grams carbs, something. So really, really acceptable macros. And then we got our usual, hitting up all the chocolatey stuff. Sorry, got a bit waylaid there, but chocolate style Greek yogurt. Yum! And these are per 100 ml, which is about 60 grams, and 1.7 grams fat.
No, we worked out the 100 mil. 100 mil equates
to about 60 grams.
No, was it 50 grams, wasn't it?
60. These are 60.
They're different.
Yeah.
So ice cream's different to Froyo.
Yeah.
No, we worked it out. It's double, isn't it? Basically, with ice cream. If they say 150 mil is 100 grams of ice cream, so 60 mil of that is 100 grams. Is it? It's double. I know that because it's not the same mils to grams. So there you go.
For this,
make sure you know that. If it's in mils, 50 mils of ice cream is the same as 100 grams weight. No, it's not. It's right.
No, 60 grams is 100 ml. So the macros here are for 100 ml, which is about 60 grams, which is quite substantial when you put it in a bowl. And it's 1.7 grams of fat and 13 grams carbs.
Definitely right on the ml thing.
Yeah.
It's double. it's double. 50 ml is 100 grams worth. I know it is because it sucks. I remember I found it out. No, it's not. Because think about it, when it's ml, it's liquid, which means it's denser.
This is 500 ml. And it's 340 grams. So 100 ml is like about 60 grams.
What, so say call it 300 minus the pot, maybe 320. 60 grams equals 100 ml.
Yeah, because if you divide 300
so there you go.
by
So that means that 50 grams is equal to 100 ml. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, sorry. So 50 grams is the same as 100 ml on when you read the macros on the ice cream.
Yeah.
That's why I was doing it the wrong way around in my head.
Yeah.
So that's why, yeah. So whenever you read 100 ml off, it's not the same as 100 grams. It's the same as 50 grams.
Lucky he has me.
There we go. I knew it was double, but double in that direction.
Yeah, so I kept on
So 100 ml, 50 grams. As you can see with this risotto, you can see how it's wet, and you can just kind of mix that in, and it's so simple and so tasty without it being dry and dull and boring. So there we go. Escaped. Back in you go. Look, making a mess. So I have that with those yogurts. And then back to work. Quick one I thought you might quick one I thought you guys might like to see. When I have snacks and things like that, I always try and include some form of like a protein kick to them. And a great way of doing this, I love yogurts. So a great way of doing this that we found is quark. Quark is basically, if you don't know what it is, it's classed as soft cheese, but it's much more like a yogurt. It's high protein, it's low fat, usually pretty low carb. Now, as we all know when we're dieting, the sweetness is something you're always looking for. Flavour is something you're always looking for. Quark on its own, plain, it's pretty bland. Not gonna lie. Ain't the tastiest of things. So how do we get around this? Well, I'm going to tell you, because I love y'all. And this is what I've come up with. So, getting my fruit in every day, as I do. In here I have 150 grams of chopped apple. I have this, which we just found recently, Tesco's quark. Macros, there you go. See if it'll focus on those. Let me try. So it is per 100 grams. Let's see if I can get that to focus. Yeah, there you go. Per 100 grams, fat 0.3, carbs 3.8, which is completely variable, and there's your 12.5 protein. Okay, so in here, 150 grams of chopped apple and the mixed quark. Now you're thinking, well, Lex, I appreciate that the apples are a little bit sweet, but surely that doesn't make it such a tasty treat. And you'd be right. And here's where the little secret comes in. Now, you all know that we're sponsored by MyProtein, and we only get sponsored by people and things that we actually use. Look, we use it, and this is one of my favourite things. Boom! The flavour syrups. So good, so good. This is the maple flavour syrup. So I have they're called Flavor Drops, Flav Drops. So it's called a Flav Drops liquid flavouring, maple syrup. I use 5 drops of this. We also have the toffee variation. We also have peanut butter and some other nut one. I don't like the nut ones, they're for lazy. And literally 5 drops in plain porridge, in any plain yogurt, natural yogurt, quark, in anything that you can pretty much put it into, even shakes. It will flavour it and give it a sweet texture without that sweetener aftertaste that you often get. Ugh, makes me gag if you think about it. So that is my little top trick. Make yourself a tasty high protein snack and treat. Make bland yogurts that would otherwise be dull and boring taste great. And keep that variety in your diet of flavours. So there's a variety of those that you can pick up on MyProtein, and I would highly recommend them. One of my go-to treats for your dieting needs. Links in the description with discount codes. Now also discount codes for the US, Canada and Europe. After you guys asked me to do it, I went back to them and I made it happen. So guys, if you have any issues with those links, if you're finding us that you're in a country somewhere where the codes with the links aren't working, let me know and I'll press them for to make sure they're activated in those countries, in those areas, or get links that are relevant. Talking about prep and things like that, making life a little bit easier for yourself and always having food on hand is what's going to keep you on track, especially when dieting. So like I said before, I had the tomato and the parmesan risotto. We also have this one, which is great, the chicken and mushroom. And what I'm having this with is 105 grams of protein parts, some sliced and some of this cubed chicken breast, diced, but it comes out cubed. Super useful, because basically what we do is we'll pour out a load like this into there, and we'll just leave it out on the side because it's frozen. This stays in the freezer, nice and frozen. That's a up 2.5 kilogram bag there, and we've taken to getting only the diced and sliced chicken because they're so easy to throw into meals, throw into stir fries, throw into things like mixing with rice and stuff like that, rather than having to take out the fridge like pre-cooked chicken breasts that are dry and they start to get, you know, they're tough to cut and everything like that. This just makes life so simple, makes things taste better, and this, once it's defrosted, can literally be eaten straight away. So you don't even need to heat it. So once we've left that out or left it in the fridge or out for room temperature, you can literally heat up things like your rice, your risottos, whatever it is you've chosen to make, and just throw the chicken in with it, and that'll get heated up with the heat of the rice or whatever it is, the pasta you're throwing in there. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to add 150 grams. This is only macros on this are slightly better than let's turn that dryer off. They're slightly better than the tomato and parmesan. This one per 100 is 15 carbs, only 15 carb, whereas the tomato and parmesan is 19, and I think the fat's on it 3, and on this only 1.5. Now I don't like mushroom as a rule, but that chicken and mushroom thing is lovely, and because it's not got to be lots of mushroom in it. I actually like the flavour of mushroom, I just don't like the texture of them in my food. So another really good little top tip, and that is Asda, chosen by you. Boom. Seriously great. Another one I just wanted to go on as well, we just tried and used recently, and this is what I took with me on the trips, on the prep on the way out, was this, the protein pasta. And per portion, per serving, you get 0.6 fat, only 6.3 carbs, and 18 protein. It's absolutely wicked. Now it says it's best eaten within 10 minutes. Now, it's so easy to make. You just bang it in with a drop the bag into some boiling water, and it's done in no time. But I figured out the reason it says to eat best within 10 minutes is because of the water on it. So what we did was we put it in a colander, let all the water drain off it, let it almost dry out, and then we Tupperwared that, and it lasted a good 2 days. So really useful, and great for when you're in a deficit on the plane and wanting to stay in deficit yet stay full. That was fantastic, because it basically meant I could load up what felt like a dump load of carbs, was actually more protein than anything else. So that was super good. So yep, that is about all I wanted to tell you. I just thought it'd be useful for you, that having all these things to hand and the amount of things that are now available for you are very useful, and will definitely keep you on track. And stuff like this, the pre-done stuff, is just great for travel and anything like that, and that is how we stay on track most of the day. Lainey's up and about, all refreshed, wearing a kid's denim shirt that she got from the Converse store,
yeah,
for like $20.
20 Australian dollars, which is about £10 British pounds, and
yeah, looks cute.
Yeah, it pays to be small and be able to shop in the kids section. Size large kids.
Pays to be a midget.